Got a network update for you guys from AT&T out of El Paso. And they are starting to also build their C-RAN small cell. As you see in this picture, they used existing infrastructure. This was a wooden pole. And they were able to add their equipment on it. This one supports band 12, band 66, band 2. And it extends across a very wide radius that it covers. I call these coverage C-RAN. This was an area that had an RSRP of about 120. So it was very, very fringe coverage. It was listed as red in the system. And now this C-RAN covers like 9-10 blocks of this area. So it slowed down quite quickly because it had to fill in such a large coverage spot. But nonetheless, it helped out. I give it to AT&T. They didn't build a macro. There was a macro right behind or to the left of the C-RAN that that Verizon is on. So they didn't co-locate there, but they put the C-RAN and it helped. I got to give them that. Don't know for how long. I still think they'll have to build additional C-RAN in that same area, but it helped. The drop call stopped, the RSRP improved, speeds improved. So just that one C-RAN helped that area improve significantly across the board. Throughput, coverage, indoor penetration likely as well because it has low band. So all around better experience for the area. Now, the plan that I've seen started from 2020 and it stretches across 2024. So over that 4-year span, they are targeting to build out the C-RAN small cell in El Paso. Now, so far, they've only built 3, 2 years in. So there's still, of course, there's a whole year left pretty much this year, and then next year, and then 2024. So we'll see how many they build this year. So far, there's only 3 of them built. They're very high up. And most of them, the first 3 that they built here, because the site spacing is so far apart, most of these are coverage fill-ins. And that's not usually what small cells are used for. Small cells are usually used for capacity, not coverage. So the first 3 that AT&T has built have all been in areas that have weak RSRP, very weak. Dirty signal, bad SINAR, and these small cells are helping out. So I give them that, but they're going to have to build more, especially if they plan to grow the share in this market, and especially if they want to keep those C-RAN above, going from 100 down to congestion. They're going to have to build more to support. And just from a comparison standpoint, 3 small cells compared to what Verizon's doing, it's not even close. AT&T is behind on that deployment as well. Not only are they behind on towers, but they're also behind on the C-RAN, which makes sense. They don't necessarily have crazy market share here. They're at about, 12.67% now, going into the 13% range. So they're gradually increasing. But they still have significant share with Cricket here, 30+%. So they're still, I think the network is still handling more usage versus what they actually built. So they're going to have to keep building just to support the base that they have from a prepaid perspective. And then the postpaid side, which they are growing because of the fiber. So they're using the fiber to grow the wireless share. And then, of course, first responders, they got those agencies too here, that they have to keep the network in line and make sure that it performs to the standard so they can use it and not roam on tail cell and drop calls. So they'll have to continue building. The FirstNet funding for this market, most of the towers that you'll see, from what I'm told, funded by FirstNet in a big way. So we're going to start seeing more towers pop up, more C-RAN. So improvements are inbound for AT&T in El Paso, but not at the scale as we're seeing like in other markets. I'm seeing Florida markets, AT&T is pumping out small cells. I'm seeing Dallas, C-RAN everywhere, towers everywhere. Not the same scenario in El Paso, but with the plan that they have in place, they want to grow the share here. They want to get competitive in this underpenetrated market. And early signs show that it's working, but we'll have to see how that turns out over the next 2 to 3 years to see if they can significantly grow share. They are anticipated to grow share into the 20-25% range. We'll see if they can get there. The fiber conversions to wireless, I think that'll help them in a big way because some of these neighborhoods that they're deploying fiber in, nobody else really competes there. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see you in the next one. Peace.